Hello everyone, my name is Yang. Today I'm going to introduce existentialism to you. I have another member of the partner crew. Are you ready? Let's get started. Existentialism is a form of philosophical inquiry that explores the nature of existence by emphasizing experience of the human subject, not merely the thinking subject, but the acting, feeling, living human individual. Classify. This take existentialism, existentialism, human nature existentialism. Schools of thought. The origin of existentialism. Husserl phenomenology. Nietzsche voluntarism, and the mysticism of Soren Kierkegaard. Schisms of existentialism. Philosophy as a way of life, freedom, irrationality, situatedness, anxiety and authenticity, existence, the crowd. Philosophy as a way of life. Philosophy should not be thought of primarily either an attempt to investigate and understand the self or the world, who or as a special occupation that concerns only a few. Rather, philosophy must be thought of as fully integrated within life. Anxiety and authenticity. Anxiety is the recognition of the fact. Number one, highlight the essence of emotion or feeling. Number two, anxiety also stands for a form of existence that is recognition of being on its own. And anxiety involves the idea that one had to create oneself and live in accordance with this self. Freedom and autonomy. This means that freedom, rather than being determinist or arbitrariness, consists in the blending of oneself to a law, but a law that is given by the self in recognition of the responsibilities. Situatedness. Situatedness is related to a notion we discussed above under the heading of philosophy as a way of life, the necessity of viewing or understanding life and existence from the inside. Existence. There is thus an important difference between distinctively human existence and anything else, and human existence is not to be understood on the model of things, that is, as objects of knowledge. Irrationality, absurdity. First, many existentialists argued that nature as a whole has no design, no reason for existing. A second meaning of the absurd is this: my freedom will not only be under undetermined by knowledge or reason, but from the point of view of the latter, my freedom will even appear absurd. Third, human existence as action is determined to always destroy itself. The crowd existentialism generally also carries a social or political dimension, insofar as he or she is authentic. The freedom of the human being will show a certain resolution or commitment, and this will involve also the being and particularly the authentic being of others. Key existentialist philosophers. Søren Kierkegaard, father of existentialism. Friedrich Nietzsche. I know, my lord, someday my name will be leaking to the memory of something monstrous of a crisis as yet unprecedented on earth. Martin Heidegger: if a human being were a beast or an angel, he could not be in anxiety, but because he is a silent disease, uh, uh, he can be in anxiety, and the more profoundly he is in anxiety, the greater is the man. Problems of existentialist philosophy. The key problems for existentialism are those of the individual himself, of his situation in the world, and of his more ultimate significance. Humanity and human relationships, the human situation in the world, significance of being, and transcendence. Educational goals. The basic aim of existentialist education is to develop a sense of commitment to free truth. Existentialists argue that social education should teach to respect for the freedom of all. Respect for the freedom of others is essential, for freedom is always certain to conflict. Prefer to free learner to choose what to study and determine what is truth. Teaching strategy. In teaching views, teachers employ various clarification strategy to help students know themselves and their place in society. Number one, classroom would be rich in materials. Number two, stresses self-experiences, activities, experimentation, and methods and media. Number three, focus on learners' feelings, emotions, and insights. Number four, focusing on students' freedom and motivation to cause their own future, recognizes feel students, customers, or tradition. The role of the teacher to help students define their own essence by exposing them to various pieces they take in life, to create an environment in which they freely choose their own preferred way, to relate with each student openly and honestly, to help the individual identify and know himself better, to assist and guide the learner in the process of becoming intelligent, sensitive, choosing, and acting individual who knows the obligation and responsibility of freedom. The role of students to freely choose what subjects they want to study as long as they are interested in it, to define their own essence or meaning of life. Thank you for your watching.